What's up, guys? This is former Rookie of the Year, All-Pro and two-time Pro Bowl running back Clint Portis, and you are listening to the Benched Podcast.
Hey-o! What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Bench Podcast. Joey here, joined today by my brother, Angel, and, of course, Terrell Thorogood. How you doing, man?
What's good, baby?
I'm from the studio here, Studio 604, home of the Bench Podcast. Angel is abroad, and Terrell, where are you coming to us from today?
We're chilling from live in Las Vegas.
Holy shit.
Don't ask him to flip the camera. You know
Look how high he is, bro. When you're that high, bro, you can't pardon. You know what I'm saying? And you have a little bit of money.
Or reinforced glass right here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You either have or you're around FU money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
We won't specify. We won's which one's going on right now with you.
Yeah.
But
we won't talk about anything like that. We won't talk about anything this is a family show.
Exactly. The Bench Podcast, episode 257 already. As we march toward the season here, we are recapping every team across the NFL. We are done with the NFC. We're in the AFC now, AFC West specifically. And this is an episode I've been waiting for, the Denver Broncos season preview. We obviously have our own resident Bronco fans who once upon a time went viral for a certain reaction to a certain draft pick.
Don't care.
In that
round.
room, right? In that same room, Angel?
Yeah, in this game
room. The room Angel's in. So I mean, it feels like I was telling the guys before the show, like we're definitely going to recap a lot of last year because this feels like chapter 2. It feels like last year something got started, so you want to be starting something, and then this year, kind of chapter 2, and we won't count the Russell Wilson years. Don't know who that is.
Non-existent.
Yep.
I don't know what it is.
Bad
All right,
dream.
boys. So before we get into anything else, we're watching on YouTube for the first time. Welcome to the channel. If you're listening audio, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, thanks so much for joining us. The audio version, of course, brought to you by the Fans First Sports Network. And follow us on all social media platforms at Benched Show to follow us on any of those different platforms. That's Twitter, that's Threads, TikTok. What else we got going on? Instagram. When we start running our live stuff, we'll be on Twitch. It should be a lot of fun. By the way, got a little announcement, boys.
Uh-oh.
September 4th. If you are in the Southern California, if you're in the Southern California area, the LA area, Ventura County area, we will be live. Our first live show as far as with a live audience at Mother's Tacos in Ventura, California, previewing the Eagles versus the Cowboys, game 1 of the NFL season. That Thursday night, it's going to be buzzing. There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be football. There's going to be some giveaways. I mean, it's going to be a proper kickoff to the 2025 NFL season. We're all going to be there. Terrell, you going to be there?
Yeah, we're going to be there. It's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
I know I should keep my shirt on, but who knows?
Bro, take it off. You probably should take it off because there's 2 of us on the whole team that can take their shirt off.
I'm one of them.
Oh, we know everybody. You
went there. Guys, I've been working. So listen, I mean, full transparency. I've been working on my outfit. Like, what am I going to wear to this thing? This is a live show.
Oh, wow. I haven't.
So far, all I have is this. Got my necklace with my Jalen Hurts rookie card.
Just swag. Just let it hang.
That's a number 2, Jalen, too. That's the real one.
That's the rookie card. You know, and I know Logan Paul does his Pokemon worth about $1 million or whatever. I checked this one, man. It's pushing. I mean, on a good day, you can pull down $50 for that thing.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it. I'll be rocking that. But September 4th, what's that?
Just have to take a gas.
You know what I'm saying? I got it for free. Shout out Derek for hooking that up. But September 4th, if you're in the area, come hang out with us. It's gonna be a good time. It is limited spots, so be early. Don't be on time. Be early because we're gonna get going on that. Get done in time for the game. We will not be competing with the Eagles Cowboys. We'll be done in time for the game because I need to watch that shiz. And we'll head inside, drink some beer, watch some football, and kick off a wonderful season, knowing full well, guys, there's a game the next day. It's gonna be a great weekend.
And then you have college football on that Saturday. Just kind of keep the pool warm, and then you go back and Sunday.
What a beautiful time of year. What a beautiful time of year.
This episode is brought to you by BETR Picks. Right now, new users get an easy bonus. Pay $10, get $30 instantly. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, just play $10 and you'll instantly get $30 in bonus funds to keep the action going. If you've been thinking about making your picks, now's the time. Click the link in the episode description or sign up using code BENCHED, that's BENCHD, to claim your $30 bonus.
All right, let's jump into this Broncos recap / preview. We'll spend more time on next year than we will on last year, but we do need to talk about last year because it does feel like a chapter one, not counting the Russell Wilson years. Last year, 10-7, third in the AFC West. Do I have that right?
10-7.
Yeah. They're in the AFC West, seventh in the AFC. So did sneak into the playoffs. First winning season since 2016. Highlighted, of course, by a dominant, and we won't give context to this. Okay, let's just say it and leave it alone. 38-0 shutout against the Chiefs to clinch a playoff spot.
It counts in NFL history, so it counts in my history. It's it's an NFL game. It happened.
We let them know who's boss.
Yeah. You'll be able to tell your kids. Yep. You'll let
we don't have to go. We need to know who.
You'll let your kids know one day, like I remember the Broncos destroyed Carson Wentz and the Chiefs. 6-2 at home. That's their best mark at Mile High since 2016. And to celebrate that, they'll be tearing down Mile High, most likely. Is that still the case?
Yeah, we're trying to. Well, everyone's going to a dome because everyone wants to host Super Bowls. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, even all the Northeast teams, the Bills are putting out their stadium. Like everyone wants a dome. Everyone wants to host the draft. Everyone wants to host the Super Bowl. There's too much money in it.
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying the Browns and the Bears, two teams that are gonna convert to dome teams. That sucks.
Last year, big storylines. Bo Nix, obviously. Bo Nix, first round selection. He emerged as the franchise quarterback. He is the guy 13th overall. Do I have that right? 12th overall. If you haven't seen the clip, sorry boys, I'm gonna drop it right.
Broncos are on the clock, so nothing else matters.
And the pick is in already.
Wow.
Sean Payton wasted no time.
Bo Nix, Spencer Rattler. Any chance?
Bo Nix at 12.
Any chance?
Look, the speed in which that pick flew in, it might be Bo Nix. If it's Bo Nix, let's just do it. I'm all in. I won't have anything negative to say. Yeah. I can't get over Bo Nix. It would be too high for a Bo Nix that may be a reach. Here comes Roger.
Here we go, boys. Broncos.
In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Bo Nix.
Angel has left the building. Bo Nix. Okay, listen.
We didn't know. We can't.
That's something to feel bad about.
I wasn't as looking back at it. I wasn't as animated as I thought I was.
Neither was I.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
I feel good.
I would even say it was more shock than it was disappointment. Not with Angel. Angel was legitimately left the room. I have no way to spin that, Angel. You got up and walked out.
Someone's calling me. I don't want to be on the camera.
There it is.
I had to take off.
See, if we have the clip from like a month before, I really liked Bo Nix after that Colin Cowherd interview. I was like, I like this guy.
Yeah.
But I was vibing Brock Powers. I thought maybe that was the guy we could get Bo Nix in the second round. But Sean Payton knew
either way.
No one chose that clip of us liking them pre-draft. Just the day of the draft.
Yeah.
But either way, I'll speak up for you guys right now. There are no bigger Bo Nix fans at the moment than these two boys right here, Bronco fans, diehards. And we, of course, we like Bo Nix. He hasn't been elected to our Hall of Fame, which is going to be going up on the wall here soon. So far, Caitlin Clark and Chuck Liddell. But maybe one day Bo Nix will be there as well. Should be a lot of fun. Defensive dominance, though, is another storyline that I think I don't know if it was as popular to talk about then, because a rookie quarterback's always sexy, but the defense had a year. The defense had an incredible year, 63 sacks. That's most in the NFL at a franchise record as well, beating previous 57 mark. Number one in defensive expected was that efficiency? Yeah. Most efficient defense by expected points. Nick Bonito broke out 13 sacks. That's top 10 in the NFL. And it led the team in pressures and hurries. Pat Surtain have a year. Defensive player of the year, 4 interceptions. You could go on and on with the awards for that man. He is the guy right now. Held opponents under 17 points in 9 games. Did the defense 8-1 in those games. The defense was everything you could have hoped for. And fellas, I think it's going to be better this year.
I think so too. I mean, you got Zach Allen. He's the one we don't even mention. Being an All-Pro too as well.
Right.
No one ever mentions that. He's a stud.
My
Complete
bad.
stud.
He was nasty. And then, I mean, we'll get to the offseason signings here in a little bit, but
Right.
I think defense is gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's always nice for like a GM and like a fan base when your homegrown guys become studs. Like Sertan, we drafted him. Benito, we drafted him. Like a lot of our guys that we have on our team that are stars were drafted, and then we signed them. So it's always nice to see that progression. Yeah, we add on Zach Allen's and other guys, but when you get homegrown guys, it just feels better. I don't know why. Like it does.
Cooper too. We got John Cooper.
Yeah, it just both edge rushers are homegrown guys and they're paid. So like I love that George Payton didn't go out with the old regime because he's been drafting very, very well.
Yeah. I want to highlight real quick the Bo Nix season real quick before we move on from last year. But we'll turn the page. After this, I'm trying to turn the page now. Let's look at year 2, okay? But let's give props. 3,700 yards, 29 touchdowns, 430 on the ground. He showed out on the ground for sure. 4 touchdowns on the ground. First rookie quarterback in history with multiple games of 300 yards passing, 4 passing touchdowns, 140 passer rating. He had some massive, massive games. Only rookie ever with 29 plus touchdowns and 400 plus rushing yards, and even had a little bit of MVP buzz around him. Bo Nix was everything you could have hoped for. Did he exceed expectations? Obviously, we're not talking about his draft stock. Like we saw the reaction there. But once you got a chance to lay eyes, once you got a chance to see him take some snaps, did he exceed expectations or I saw this coming? Where were you guys at?
I'll go first just real quick. He exceeded mine because he started so bad. Like the first 2 weeks, he was like horrible. Yeah. 4 picks, he wasn't really seeing the field well. It just wasn't working. And to see that convert into what he ended up with, going, toe to toe with like Joe Burrow and going like seeing how he ended, it's just like surpassed anything that I thought. I thought this could be a game manager year 1. There's a lot of like Purdy comparisons to year 1 of Purdy where it's just like just get the ball to the right place. But no, he was making plays. So it far exceeded what I thought he could do.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like that, it was more so how he started the season, like just not making the right reads or the Seahawks game, just stupid interceptions that he was throwing. Did not even throw your first touchdown until week 4. You were thinking like, all right, do we have Drew Lock or Paxton Lynch, again? And then it was the progression. It was like, for me, Angel, I don't know. You tell me, like, what was the game for you that was like, this is our guy? I know you mentioned the Joe Burrow game.
That Tampa game. What was it? Week 4.
Tampa. Week 4. It was the first touchdown.
That was when you kind of saw. You just wanted to see steps in the right direction. It was like, can you just read defenses? Like, can you just do that, or just one read, second read, third? He was doing that. That's when I flipped, and then as the it kind of felt like it was just like a new driver in like a car. You kind of had to get used to the car before you could start swerving. And Sean Payton you have to figure out your quarterback too. In college, he was good at stuff that was short and then like the deep ball. Exactly what Sean Payton turned our offense into. And I, for not having any marquee weapons, like any like all pro weapons, it was nice to see him make the best with what he had and even go beyond what people would think he had with just Sutton and Marvin Mims and a bunch of guys.
Yeah, he go ahead.
No, I mean, just to kind of piggyback, like that Tampa game was the first game where we were like, okay, he's not mediocre. He doesn't suck. Yeah. But I think the game where I was like, this is our franchise quarterback, like, I feel good. We lost the game, but it was that Chiefs game at Arrowhead when he led the drive to get us into field goal range, to get the block field goal, But like, there was 5 minutes left on the clock. We had the ball at the 20-yard line and just drove it all the way down to where they just managed it all the way. The Chiefs weren't even getting the ball back. Like, there's so many games in the last 8 years where we just never beat the Chiefs, where it was just like that. 5 minutes left to go. We still give them the ball back. They come back and break our hearts. Like, that was just stone cold game. Like, he did everything. I knew that was the franchise quarterback. But there was a lot of good. Yeah, the Monday night game against the Browns was insane.
That was wild. That was just wild.
Crazy game.
Jerry Jeudy playing just high up cocaine, and then the Broncos just trying to keep up. Bonito had a pick 6. there was a bunch of weird stuff that happened in that game.
Yeah,
that was the weird one.
yeah. Jaquan McMillan to get the game sealing pick.
Yeah. And then you continue to go on the season. You have the freaking Bengals game that haunts me to this day.
Oh,
Sean Payton is going for two.
Two.
Just go
Like,
for two, Sean.
Every Broncos fan were like, give him
Go
the
for
ball.
two.
Like we were in. That's when we were sold. That's our guy. Give him the ball, and then you're like, Sean, get out of the way. Like you're not him. Like
yeah, that was Bo Nix's moment. Like that was his. Like everyone was watching. He had this incredible game, and now he has a chance to bury Joe Burrow. This rookie, like the baddest dude at quarterback right now in the game, and you put it in my eyes, you had a chance to bury him and go and put the ball in his hand and make the playoffs. Yeah. But Sean Payton decided not to do
usually he goes. Sean Payton usually goes balls to the wall, so that was pretty surprising of him.
You know, it's interesting too to think about it. Like, was that more him wanting to be like, no, this is going to be on me, or like, I just don't. It's not fair to the rookie to put him in that spot. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what was going on. We can't know, but I wonder what was going on in his mind.
No, he said it. He said I was playing for the tie. Because he said we knew
we were
going to make the playoffs. He's like, if we tie, we'll still make the playoffs. And so he was playing for overtime.
And we saw it a couple times last year too. Teams that instead of being aggressive and going for the win, ended up either going to overtime and losing or just straight up losing. It's just you got to be the aggressive teams usually pull that one out.
Yeah, that's happened to who was it? The Chargers. Was that Raiders-Chargers game at the end of the season?
What 2021? Yeah.
And
the Staley stuff.
The Staley stuff. Yeah, they could have gone for the tie. Both made the playoffs, and then
but yeah, obviously, I just mentioned it last year. It was an exciting year for Bronco fans. Cortland Sutton had a big year as well. We won't get completely into that, but 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. He looked really good. But yeah, not really a marquee weapon on the outside or in the backfield. Sean Payton, he hasn't brought one there last year. Didn't bring one there over the offseason, but we'll talk about that. Playoff appearance, of course, they went and played Buffalo, lost 31-7, and we're just outgunned.
We had a hell of a first drive, though. Tell you what.
Yeah,
that's right.
Troy Franklin.
Over the
I FaceTime Terrell as soon as I was so fucking pumped.
You know how many games, like there were so many games I had like that in Madden over the last few weeks. Dropped the bomb on the first drive, just in the dude's ear. You suck, bro. Quit the game now. 31 in the rest of the game.
It seemed like you know what? That's something positive though to look back on. Like, no, I've seen like it just seems like you were the kid on the varsity court, and the first time you came down, you just pulled up and put up a prayer, and you sunk it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's all they remember and tell their friends about.
And best believe when you get back to varsity, you're gonna be like, I've been here before. I've done this. Hopefully, that's what it is this year for the Broncos. Let's jump into this year now, previewing 2025. Some big time additions that they're, I think, low floor, high ceiling type additions. Let's start with Talanoa Hufanga, 3 years, $45 million, 20 guaranteed. He's obviously already one of the if he has a big year, he'll be up there for comeback player of the year because he's dealt with a lot of injury issues. But if you remember Hufanga when he was right, he was Palomalu 2.0. Like he was that kind of dude flying around. That's not just because of the hair. The dude was all over the field, playmaking in the box, playing center field, playing coverage. Like the guy when he's right can do it all and is a tone setting type of safety. I know, Angel, you were pumped when they signed Talanoa.
Yeah, because we didn't have anyone opposite Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones we signed from Miami 2 years ago, and we needed someone. We tried PJ Locke, we tried a bunch of guys, but he just brings a playmaking to that position that we haven't had in a long time. And for a defense that puts so much pressure on their defensive backs, it's nice to have the guy who has the potential to be an All-Pro. I'm not saying he's an All-Pro, but he could reach that level. So that's,
for sure.
That's the first thing that I thought was like, we put so much pressure on our secondary. So if we could elevate the level of player at the secondary position, it'll even out. It put less pressure on us. It'll even out the entire defense.
Terrell, not only did you guys sign Hufanga, but you also signed Dre Greenlaw, linebacker from the mass exodus from the Niners this year or this offseason. Dre Greenlaw, one of those guys, along with Hufanga. He comes over as well, gets a nice deal, 3 years, $35 million. PFF has it as an A+ signing.
Hell yeah,
if
brother.
if he's healthy, man, he can fly. Known for that speed, known for that coverage, and just known for that dynamic physicality. That is kind of also a tone-setting type thing, a real theme with these two guys. What's your confidence level that you're going to get at least 15 games out of each of these guys?
This is the big thing. Like,
Here we go.
this is the risk we take in the offseason. We've done this before. A la Shane Ray back then at what's his name? Jake Butt. Like guys who can be game wreckers and game changers, but also it's injuries is the big big question mark. Obviously, these guys aren't rookies, but Hufanga he's a game wrecker. It's like last year there was definitely moments where like we need Justin Simmons on the field. This is where we miss Justin Simmons. So I like Hufanga in there now. Like so he's gonna be nasty on the defense. If those guys are healthy, this defense is going to be, for sure top 5 defense.
Yes,
and it'll allow us to like. Especially, we'll talk about the pickups in the secondary too, as well. At corner, but when we can play man, and then we can just put some of these safeties in the box, and just shut down the run. I mean, that's really how Buffalo destroyed us. We couldn't stop the run. So now you can throw Hufanga in there and stop the run. This defense is gonna be nasty.
We talked a lot in the Bills episode and in a couple other teams how like the teams that really are struggling to get over the hump, whether that's getting past the first round or making a Super Bowl or winning a Super Bowl, are the teams that don't have enough superheroes on their team or superpowers on their team. Like, and so you look at the Broncos, and I think you could already hang your hat, like defense as a whole, superpower. Vance Joseph leading that thing, superpower. Number 1 pass rush in the league. You don't have a star, but you got to say that's superpower.
We have a couple stars, but led the league in sacks.
Not to a Broncos fan. I mean, like a league-wide star. Like that guy's not there yet.
We had All-Pro. That counts.
You got
you know what I mean. Stop being a fanboy. You know what I mean.
No, but yeah, to lead the league in sacks by like 9, and then add more firepower to his defense. So automatically think like, is there another step we could take? Because there was times the Browns game we kind of got torched there. And then the Bengals game turned into a fiasco because
the whole month of December, January. Our defense.
Yeah, that's so like as much as the stats are like incredible, and they are incredible. We had a great year, like on defense. There's a reason why we were so big. We picked so heavy defense this year to work on, like Greenlaw and Hufanga, because this defense can take another step up, and I think it will. I mean, there's so much talent on the field now, and like you said, there's heroes in every level. Like we're starting to build a team that's like. You have star power and talent and the coordinator to kind of mesh it all together. Like the sky's the limit.
I also like the diversity of it, not just the racial diversity with the white cornerback, but also just like the scheme diversity.
White linebacker too.
Yeah, white linebacker too. That's pretty common actually.
I mean,
the white cornerback is something different. And as long as he guards anyone else but T. Higgins, he actually had a pretty good season.
I feel bad,
but
he got good. I mean, T. Higgins is a nice receiver, but
he cooked a lot of people last year.
His first game back from injury.
It got highlighted so bad. And then hey, man, double sleep. Make sure no one sees that skin, dog. Because if they see, you're going to say one thing.
Yeah. But no, I'm being serious, though. Like the diversity of the players that you have. Like you have coverage guys. You have, in the box safeties. You have coverage safeties. You have run stuffing type middle guys in the middle level. You have pass rushers straight out. You have Allen, who could just control the middle. Like you have a lot of diversity to your pieces. And I think that's a superpower. Let's move forward here. Offense, you added I think 2 guys that you can hopefully see a future for in this offense. I think one of them more than the other, but Evan Ingram's the first one, 2 years, $23 million, $16 million guaranteed. Last year, 74, almost 75 PFF grade. That's top 12 among tight ends. Known for his yards after the catch. Incredible athlete. Looks like a wide receiver, and you see him out there. And mismatch in the red zone. He's big enough to mismatch with some of these safeties, some of these linebackers, but also fast enough to outrun most of the people who line up against him. There's the Joker role that we've heard so much about, or what's it called? The Joker role, right? That we've heard so much about. This is supposed to be the guy. Evan Ingram is nice. I don't want to, because when this first happened, I thought, slam dunk, all pro. What do you expect from Evan Ingram next year? Terrell, we'll start with you.
Man, I'm big on Evan Ingram. Like, it's he is like we talked about him being the Joker this year. I think you can put him in different spots on the field. I already moved up in fantasy to get him on my team. So I like the guy. It's a good move. Yes, I think maybe our next, it's the Jimmy Graham here for Denver. This is Bo Nix needs that security blanket. I mean, it was pretty much get the ball to Cortland Sutton when we could, and then everybody else was just a question mark at receiver. So and then tight end was just
a zero.
It was just nothing.
I think we had 20 catches as a tight end unit on the team for the year last year.
Yeah, Troutman was whatever.
Troutman. Yeah.
So Troutman was Troutman. So he didn't have that. So now that he's got that security blanket to get the ball to, every QB has that. I mean, you can't. Yeah. It's hard to name the top QBs who don't have that. I mean, you've got Mahomes and Kelsey, you've got Jackson and Andrews, and then you've got Gesicki and Burrow. And then obviously Burrow's got the rest of his pieces too. But you can't really name a legit quarterback who doesn't have tight end as probably their number one. I mean, Brady and Gronkowski too. So if he can have that, Bo Nix gonna have a season.
Yeah, it's just more. It helps Bo. Like, you don't have to make sometimes when you have lesser talent, you have to put it in the right spot. You have to really time it, whatever. He gives you a little bit more leeway where if it's a bad throw or if there's room for yak, he can get that. He can do more than what we had last year. So it elevates the potential of our receiving core.
I think the floor is higher than the most of the league wants to believe because a lot of people were just burned by the New York Giants version of Evan Ingram. And we haven't really realized that he's created for himself a nice baseline of play the last couple of years in Jacksonville being used correctly, where I think the floor is actually pretty high, like a 50, 60 catches, I think is a shoe-in. But we've also seen him go off and lead. I think he led all tight ends in catches 2 years ago and be that safety blanket for at the time Trevor Lawrence and hopefully now for Bo Nix. I got high hopes for him. I just want to see how – I just don't know how Sean Payton is going to use anyone. I feel like it's always what are you going to do now? If Evan Ingram comes in and to see it, what I could it wouldn't surprise me the first 4 games, Sean Payton's I'm just not going to use him, or I'm going to throw a wild card, just use him exclusively as a fullback, or just something crazy, because that's just Sean Payton. He just does weird stuff. So we'll see with him. J.K. Dobbins is the other one. 1 year, $5 million. So let's not. I don't want to go too far with it because I think a lot of times the money talks. They paid him okay. I'm sure most of that is incentive laden, but he had a decent year last year with the Chargers. A really, really good offensive line. He'll go to another good offensive line and kind of pair with the rookie RJ Harvey, who we'll talk about in a second. And just a nice depth. Out is Javonte Williams, and in is J.K. Dobbins. Not trying to be a hater. In my mind, there's not too much difference between those two.
Okay.
Between Javonte and J.K.?
I don't know. Javonte was, for the same reason, a great offensive line last year and couldn't do anything. He couldn't do anything. I don't know if that's
no one could do anything.
Well, I mean, that's not
ran
saying
the ball well last year.
But that's not saying anything. Our running backs were just bad last year. All the running backs are literally half gone.
This is the biggest question mark around Denver is the running game.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, J.K. Dobbins to me, I mean, he's got to be your RB1 right now. But I mean, you have RJ Harvey. You still got Estime, who we took in the second round last year. You've got we
stop it there, big cat.
I'm saying we are young at running back with Lil McLaughlin, Estime. Are you going to give him is he a one and done? Tyler Bidet, is he a one and done? Blake Watson. There's just threw a bunch of these guys out there. We'll see what happens, but it's a big question mark. I don't think J.K. Dobbins he's not the answer at running back. We're for sure going to be running back committee, but I mean, we'll see what RJ Harvey does.
This just tells me that even if RJ Harvey takes off, Sean's still gonna go get another running back. He's never gonna have one workhorse back. So if he has a nice year, I wouldn't mind resigning him, but he's just a 1 year guy. Just kind of keeps your head above water until Harvey gets up to speed, and then we'll let him go next year. It's a nice guy. It's not a future guy though.
I feel like this is a George Payton sign. This is another Samaje P. Ryan. Melvin Gordon pickup. Just hey, get a veteran running back in there, to help the room out. Who knows what they're doing.
Any chance he doesn't make the roster?
Oh, well, Sean Payton already said he's like probably gonna start RB1 on the depth chart.
Yeah, you got to put him in there. We were too young at that position. I mean, like Javonte Williams is our RB1 in his, fourth year, coming off of two, playing every other year with injuries. Yeah. So,
Javonte, good luck, man. I wish you worked out. A
couple of re-signings here. We'll fly through. DJ Jones gets a 3-year extension. Jared Stidham back in the house, 2 years, $12 million.
Stiddy.
So good work there. $7 million guaranteed. Any of these other names you want, if you want to point them out, I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I know a lot about some of these names. I honestly don't know most of them. It feels like a kind of a bunch of depth guys, a bunch of practice guys, a bunch of special teams guys, which are important, but I'm not going to spend too much time on Mitchell Frabroni, the long snapper, getting a 3-year deal. Let's move on to the draft class.
Bronco legend.
Let's move on to the draft class here. First round pick, Jahdae Barron, safety / cornerback out of Texas, is the guy that we're all excited about. One of my favorite players in the draft, except for Terrell.
I don't
Jahdae
understand.
Barron going to a secondary that already has some dogs. So adding Jahdae Barron and Hufanga to this secondary is hot fire in my mind. Terrell, have you changed your tune on Jahdae Barron?
I mean, I understand it. It's hard because I'm like, Malachi Starks to me is just he's can't miss. I think the Ravens got the steal of the draft still to this day. I mean, we will obviously see, in the season, but that's the guy I want specifically because with Hufanga being injury prone, why not have him there? Right. But I mean, I understand where our big hiccup happened last year was Riley Moss going out, now having to play zone. This is where we get carded 500 yards. So we have it now. We have a slot corner. Potentially, he could be our cornerback opposite Surtain.
Yeah.
Who knows? Because we're still trying to figure out is Jaquan McMillan. Is Jaquan McMillan and Jahdae Barron fighting for that spot as the slot corner? And then, we'll see. And then Riley Moss, he's got to prove himself too, because Jahdae Barron can move over to that second corner. So I get the direction they were going. I wish they went a different route, but I'm not mad at the pick. I just would have rather. Yeah, right. I mean, you're just like you rather the vanilla over the. You know what I mean?
What
pistachio?
Sometimes you want the pistachio. They went pistachio, but I wanted cookies and cream.
Right.
Is it bad? Is it bad ice cream?
It's fine.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. Could be great.
Could be great.
Angie, you're big on Jahdae Barron, yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love Jahdae Barron.
What number is he gonna wear?
He's wearing number 12. Number 12. He was the last first round pick besides Shamar Stewart to sign. So I'm glad that got done. There's draft stuff that's weird right now, but I'm hyped about him, just because we haven't had a nickel corner like that, or who could be a nice corner since Chris Harris, like a nickel corner who could do a lot for defenses.
Has Vance Joseph typically played a lot of rookies? Or is it not?
We've had to, because we haven't had cornerbacks opposite Surtain. We've played everybody. We're just trying to find talent. Yeah, and this elevates the room. I know Starks is great, but what if Hufanga doesn't get hurt? Where are we going to play these two safeties when we're playing the Bengals? What are we going to do with two safeties when we play Cincinnati? We need corners, not safeties. I understand what you're saying, but not. I mean, he's not a corner though. He's not what Jahdae Barron's ceiling is. I'd rather take another corner, a shot on a CB2, and get a nice 1-2 than get 3 good safeties. Because we already have 2 safeties. Let's go get 2 corners. Let's start balancing it out. But we'll see. These are all rookies. We could be dead wrong about both of them. We never know. I'm hoping he's a good corner though.
Yeah, I hope he took the right guy. I hope Jahdae is better than Malachi Starks for sure. But if Malachi Starks is that dude, if he's Ed Reed,
well, I'm not putting Ed Reed on him. I'm
saying that's to me that's his ceiling is Ed Reed.
I like Malachi Starks better as well. I like Jahdae Barron. I think he's great. I think he's fine. But I just think the talent that Malachi Starks was sitting at that spot, that was hard to see them not. It was hard for every team that I saw pass on Malachi Starks. It was just painful. God, you're going to regret that. And of course, he fell to the Ravens in almost the same scenario as a couple of years ago when the same thing happened with Kyle Hamilton. And the whole league was wrong on him too. I just feel like the Ravens, and I think it's because the Ravens picked him too. So you almost feel like, they don't mess up like that. They usually clean up on other people's mistakes, and it looks like they're cleaning up on another one. All that to say, Jahdae Barron, I think he obviously has a spot to play right away because he's more of a cornerback than he is a safety. Interesting to see where he'll be getting snaps in to start the season, to start training camp. We're going to be in Broncos-Niners camp in Santa Clara, so it'll be interesting to see, put eyes on him. How big is he? Where is he lining up? That should be fun as well. Pat Bryant, another name that's getting some buzz, and we'll be getting buzz here during camp. Big wide receiver.
The annual Sean Payton comparison to fucking Marcus Colston. Why can't he just be a new guy every offseason? It was Vele last year. Now it's Pat Bryant. Shut up, Sean. Just let him be Pat Bryant. How about that? Just let him be have his own. Oh, I hate when he says that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, we'll see how it is with Pat Bryant. You got to imagine at some point he's gonna run into a receiver who's pretty good, and maybe Pat Bryant's that guy. We'll see. Key departures. Javonte Williams left. I don't know if I call him a key departure.
Peace, brother.
Cody Barton, was he on the team last year? Or is that an old departure?
Yeah, no, he was on the team last year. Cody Barton was with us.
Oh,
Yeah, but he
no.
was hurt,
Little Jordan Humphrey's gone?
Big old Jordan Humphrey's gone. What did he sign with again?
Giants.
Big old Jordan Humphrey. I don't know why he was the biggest. He was like a tight end out there. A little Jordan Humphrey, my ass.
If I ever see him back, yo, big ass Jordan Humphrey.
Big ass Jordan Humphrey. No, he was just he was a Sean Payton what's it called, crossover when he was with the Saints. He played with the Saints over there. So yeah.
All right, strengths of the team, real quick, as we recap it. I'm going to pull up the schedule here in a second. We'll go through that. Strengths of the team, elite pass rush. That still is very, very good, and I think is going to get better. We all good with that? That's definitely still a strength. Top-tier coverage. I think coverage is going to be better with those two guys, especially if Hufanga stays healthy, and Dre Greenlaw's contributions in the passing game as well can't be overlooked. That was his strength, not only in San Francisco, in the NFL. He was one of those dudes. Franchise quarterback for Bo Nix. I'm interested to see what Sean Payton is comfortable in doing with Bo Nix this year. I know that sounds a little bit Me Too movement, but I mean more like on the football field. Like, what are they going to be comfortable handing over to Bo Nix? Is it going to be, hey, we're going to baby this guy still, or just is Sean Payton a believer now?
Joe, real quick, as a non-Bronco fan, what's your opinion on Bo Nix? I don't think I've ever asked you this.
My opinion, oh yeah. So I think he's a franchise guy. I think we've seen the high end is very, very good, can be on the field with anyone. If you're on the field with Joe Burrow, like going back and forth with him, like to me, my whole phrase this year, my whole thing, my quarterback philosophy. Okay, it's not about if you're good, it's when you're good. So if I see a quarterback be good when he's supposed to be good, a la Jalen Hurts, Bo Nix, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, those kind of guys, that to me, that's a level up for me, as opposed to like a Justin Herbert, who he has record-setting numbers through his first 3 years, but last year the playoff game he threw 4 picks and just has been pretty underwhelming when it's mattered. So that part of me is I love that about Bo Nix, that when his best has been required, he's risen to the occasion. I need to know that this is more than a scheme. I need to know that he could play like that for a prolonged period of time. We've seen players play like that aren't very good. Jameis Winston could have a stretch like Bo Nix had at the end of the year last year. So I need to see more. I need to see him that extended. It sucks to me that we're not going to see him with a proper supporting cast around him as far as weapons. To me, that's an injustice. But hopefully one of the guys emerge and they start getting this guy some weapons. I mean, I feel like it'll be incomplete until I see him with some kind of game record type guy.
Yeah, we're very Green Bay when it comes to weapons. We want to draft them. Even those guys out there.
All right, a couple concerns here. Get your guys' thoughts on it. Offensive consistency, kind of what I was talking about. We saw a sophomore slump last year of epic proportion with Mr. CJ Stroud in Houston. Any worries about a Bo Nix sophomore slump? If you are or you're not, tell me why.
Just real quick, it's easy. If the two guys that we brought in, the injury risk actually goes the opposite way. We have the same guys as last year. I don't know if you can elevate your game above another year older of Sutton. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of explosiveness even with these guys.
Say it again. I didn't really catch. Okay. What did you say?
So basically, if we sign Ingram, injury risk, you sign Dobbins, injury risk. If those guys, God forbid, goes down, there's not a lot of the ceiling is very high. We got those guys to add more explosiveness. I don't know if you can make this roster with minus those guys, you know what I'm saying? It's not the talent isn't really there to elevate the quarterback. It's always the quarterback elevating the wideout. I'm not sure if they can help out each other. That's the one thing. I'm not sure if we can keep up with the Bills if the Bills start going off.
Wait,
It's just we don't have.
What's your answer though to like the sophomore slump question?
I'm scared because Evan Ingram's available for like a reason. Jacob Dobbins was available this late for like a reason. If that goes south, I'm not sure if Knicks even has the like tools to take another step. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my main concern.
Where you at, Trail?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like the only reason why I'm a little bit more optimistic is because he had a progression to get to where he was. Like it wasn't like he came out the gates like, you know, we throw in CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud didn't go nuts right away, but I mean you look at the Texans kind of the same way they were kind of the same seasons back to back. Like it was just a little bit more noticeable because we expected CJ Stroud to make a big jump, but they won a lot of close games again still last year as they did as his rookie year. So I think because Bo had a progression and there were a lot of games like Denver could have won 12 games last year if it weren't for the defense playing bad. But at the same time, you could say we would have lost some games for the defense. So I don't know. I think I'm more confident that he'll have a stronger year because of the coaching background, his IQ, how cerebral he is with the game. I think Sean's just got to use his legs more. I feel like he had 400 plus rushing yards. A lot of that was scramble yards. I think if they give him more run actions, you know, like what the Bills are doing with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. To the outside, of course, not right at the middle of the field like Josh Allen, but I think if they run the ball with Bo Nix more, I think that'll keep him from having that regression of a year.
He really does remind me of I'm not saying he's going to be him, but like a Josh Allen type. Like he runs like he's a big country boy who could just run the ball and has a big arm. Obviously, he's not Josh Allen, but that's kind of the archetype I see him being, like 100%. I love Bo Nix, man. we should have whole.
I knew doing this show with two Bronco fans I would have to have some patience. I'm like, all right, there's two Bronco fans. They're good. They're optimistic about their boy, but if you ever mention him and Josh Allen in the same sentence again,
so you let Terrell fucking put Malik
that was off too. That's what I'm saying. That was off too. Far in this show, no, hold on. My turn to talk. So far in this show, you have compared Malachi Starks to Ed Reed, but although that's different, he's not a Bronco. He's not hyping up his own guy. And then I just heard Josh Allen and Bo Nix in the same. I get what you're saying. The same play type.
Yeah, well, I mean, who are we going to compare him to? I'm going to compare Malachi Starks to Brandon Jones.
Derwin James. That was my comp for him. My comp is literally Derwin James. He could be Derwin James. Like very good safety. You
know. What happened in the playoff game? Like, what do you think is the thing that needs to? If you get back to that moment, right? We're back in the playoffs. All right, what needs to go differently? I was looking at the stats. Like, it just looked like you weren't able to get anything going. Pretty bad numbers on third down, 2 for 9, 1 for 3 on fourth down. So couldn't sustain drives, but just couldn't really get anything going. Couldn't run the ball. Only 45 yards passing.
Yeah.
It's just
the biggest.
I don't know what changed. Yeah. That's the problem. What changed? You know what I'm saying? Like are you running the ball in Buffalo this year with what you have?
Yeah, that's what it's just a different guys, second round pick. Wow, I'm blinking on his name. Oh my God. Archie Harvey. Sorry. Yeah. Second round pick, Archie Harvey. You're hoping that he turns out to be somebody in a very deep running back class.
Yeah.
The difference is you added your different running backs. Jacob Dobbins, you could debate Dobbins, whatever, to Javonte. That's fine. But at least get Archie Harvey, a second round rookie. That's new. And then obviously tight end. But yeah, you're hoping that the progression comes from the Troy Franklins, the Vele's on this roster. But I see what you mean. Like we couldn't run the ball, we could pass the ball. So you're hoping that with a different backfield, it makes it a little easier on Bo Nix not to throw the ball 50 times, where he can be more balanced play action, that kind of stuff.
Where are your chunk plays going to come from? You know what I'm saying?
That's a question I still have. That's a legit question. Like explosive plays is my worry about this team. And I'm a legit Bronco fan. I'm a diehard Bronco fan. That's my big. It's glaring. Like who's our down the field? Let's just get things moving. But Sean Payton doesn't.
Mims is our big guy. Like, he's our big play guy. I mean, you got to look at that.
He had that catch against
fourth
the Bengals.
Down catch against the Bengals is the biggest play of his career so far. He's our deep ball threat. You know, Sutton, Pat Bryant, potentially in the red zone. But for me, it's not. I'm not really stuck on the talent. Like, I feel like we have enough talent. It's Sean Payton is the question mark for me. It's the play calling. There's just been so many play.
Wow.
That Bengals game. Look at that Bengals game. We had the ball with 2 minutes left, and we're trying to run the clock out. You know what I mean? We can't even get a first down. All we need to do is get a first down, and then we can play for your stupid little tie. But we don't. You know what I mean? Like it's the play calling. There's just a lot of like, we're running a screen on 3rd and 10. Like what do a wide receiver screen on 3rd and 10? What is that, Shaw? Like there's just so many plays like that. You're like, what's the purpose of this play call? And sometimes he just inserts himself too much in the game. So he's my big question mark going into the season. Is Sean Payton's the question mark I have going into it. It's not Bo Nix, it's Sean Payton.
And you're hoping I'm not completely on board with you, but you're hoping that he only did that because it's like a rookie quarterback. So he's like, I don't want to play rookie quarterback in this position. You're hoping year 2 he has a little more faith in this guy and his guy's knowledge of like his system. But yeah, I remember what,
or that Bo Nix had, his balls dropped in the offseason. He comes in now like, no, Sean, I'm going for this. Like, send the play in. Like, this is my offense now.
Yeah, there was a clip last year where he just was telling Sean off. It was like, this is what we need, someone to tell Sean, shut up. Like, let me be out here. Let me do this thing.
Pump the brakes a little bit. Tell Sean, shut up.
Maybe not shut up, but like,
shut the hell up, Sean.
Shut up, Sean.
I'm Bo Nix.
Bo Chapman Nix.
Yeah, it's like I don't see your jerseys in the bucket stands. My jerseys.
They're close to the same age or something. Okay, so let's look at a couple things that happened last year.
Wow.
Give me the over under. Like, do you think they'll do better or worse than they did last year at this specific stat? All right, ready? Broncos leading the. I guess you can't get any better, but 11 plus sack differential in 2024. Do you think they're better or worse than that?
I think they stay the same.
Yeah, I don't.
And that takes in 2 units, obviously. You got the defensive line and the offensive line.
Like, no, I'll give them more. I'll give them more.
So a better differential.
Yeah, I think better secondary will lead more coverage sacks. So yeah, that's I don't think it will happen, but that's kind of what I would lean that way.
Better or worse than 5 total defense in the NFL at the end of the year?
Better. They could be top 3.
Yeah, high hopes for this thing. I like it. Last year they were 4th in forced turnovers. Now they've added Tufunga, Dre Greenlaw, playmaking type guys, Jade Barron. Better or worse than 4th?
4th is tough to repeat back-to-back years.
That's a lot.
I would love for that to happen, but it's hard to do turnovers.
Yep.
It's hard to bet.
Yeah.
A bet behind the injuries. I'm gonna go below 4th.
Yeah, I'm going under.
And you'd still do that and have a great year. You'd be 5th or 6th. All right, let's get into the schedule. I'll give you guys a 1, 2, 3, and you'll give me win or loss. Okay, let's have you both do it. Actually,
I'll keep track.
That sounds confusing as hell. Let's do Terrell doing the schedule, and Angel, you notate it. Yeah.
Yes.
Wins and losses. Keep track of
it. I got you.
All right, Terrell. Week 1, hosting the Tennessee Titans. Cam Ward. I know. I was trying to make it seem like an exciting game, but
go for it.
Cam Ward is going to come in with Calvin Ridley and Tony Pollard.
What a slaughter, dude.
I just stripped all of your momentum away.
That sucks. I feel bad for Cam Ward because
I was trying.
What?
Yeah, they talk about winning the game just when you get off the bus. They might lose the game when they get off the bus. When you got Cam Ward and then Tony Pollard and Calvin Ridley, is there anything less threatening in the NFL?
It's like we can shut him down and him down pretty easily. And
all right, 1, 2, 3.
Tell you what, Cam Ward comes out guns a-blazing. I'll be very, very impressed. Say that.
Probably not. So you got to win there, right?
You got to win. I don't see a rookie coming into Mile High week 1.
All right, next game, you're traveling to Indianapolis to play Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson and the Indianapolis Colts.
It's a W.
That's a fantastic schedule.
That's a nice start. Bo Nix is on MVP watch at this point.
He's young. Yeah. You watch him for 2 weeks. No. We're gonna chill. We don't be like the Saints last year.
Week 3 at the Chargers.
Oh yeah,
here in LA.
We're going to this game.
Good game.
Oh, this one's tough. Honestly, I've not watched the Broncos play in person and they win a game. So I don't know if I'm going to stay home for this one. But I'm also like, it's week 3. Can we afford to take a loss and be 2-1? I show up to the game. I don't know.
Pick the game, Terrell.
I'm gonna say we've not won at SoFi. I don't believe we've won at SoFi.
When I went to SoFi, we played the Rams. We got our asses kicked. Yeah,
Yeah, we've not won at SoFi yet. So I'm gonna say we turned the tide and we're 3-0.
Surprise.
Wow. So this is
Let's
gonna be
do it,
fun
baby.
then. 3-0.
3-0.
And you got the rematch from late last year, Monday Night Football at home. Joe Burrow and the Bengals come to town.
What a freaking game. Holy crap.
What a game.
I'm not on board with making this a rival. I don't want to see Burrow every year, but this is a pretty good game. Like, let's not make this a thing.
You got all the stars wearing orange and black and white. You got Bo Nix and Joe Burrow. You got
and the power of Mile High and the
Courtland
horse
Sutton versus Jamar Chase. No, I was kidding.
This is a first real test. This is a great
Goliath.
No,
What you got, Terrell?
I'm going with the Bengals in this one. Early, it's tough. It's tough to pick the Bengals because they struggle early in the season.
Historically,
but they typically don't go 0-4 in the first 4 games. So I think I could see the Bengals being 1-3 or 2-2 coming out of this. I give the Bengals the edge on this one.
Okay.
Wow.
And just to cover my ass in the chat, I'm just kidding about the David versus Goliath. Bengals are not the Goliath to the Broncos. One of them made the playoffs. One of them didn't last year. But this is David and Goliath here. Next game, hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Going to Philly. Ooh, you are. You're going to go to Philly. Bo Nix is going to hear words he's never heard before.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. I mean, what shot do you give him against the champs?
On the road, early season. I mean, Philly's also known for having their first weeks 1 and 2 really strong, and then 3 through 6 kind of being vulnerable, and then they knock it out of the park that back end of the year. They did it last year. The year before they started off, I think 11-0.
Yeah,
the season before. So I'm gonna say 3-2. We're 3-2 at this point. It's a tough game.
Big Fangio revenge game.
Big Fangio.
Oh yeah. Wow. I mixed up with Fangio.
This
Didn't
next
Fangio's revenge game, they beat us like 60 to what was it? They beat us 70-20.
Wait, when was that?
Yeah, that was the Miami game.
Fangio's first revenge game. Yeah, 70-20.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Miami. God, that's forgettable now. People forget about that because we turned the page so well.
All right, after you lose to the Eagles, stay on the East Coast, jump on a flight, cross the pond, and go to London, where you're going to play the New York Jets, Justin Fields, Breece Hall. What do you think?
That's gonna be a tough game, but I'm going with our boys in this one. We'll be 4-2.
I think so. Just
Justin Fields gave us fits last year in the first half though, so I'm not too worried about the Jets. But we'll see. I think the Jets will be a tough out. I don't think they'll be an easy win. We'll see what Aaron Glenn can do with that defense, but yeah, that's 4-2. That's us.
Okay, so the next game is back at home against the Giants. You guys are only spending 1 week in London?
We're gonna head out. We're heading out there. I think they said we're after we leave Philly, and then we're heading out right away. We're going
and then all the way back to Denver for the next game, hosting the Giants.
It
is the Giants.
That's why they made us do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Terrell. What'd you say?
We're at home against the Giants. I thought we were flying back to New York.
I have this home against Giants.
Home against the Giants. Yeah,
doesn't matter.
It's a win.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't matter. Home against the Cowboys.
Revenge game.
Oh yeah, Russell Wilson revenge game. I forgot about that. Home against the Cowboys.
I like this one. This is a win.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
At the Houston Texans.
What are we at? So we're 5-2 at this point.
6-2.
6-2. At Houston.
Yep.
That's going to be a very low scoring game. I'll tell you that. Those are two defenses that can rock the house, man.
I'm taking the win. I'm taking the win against Houston.
Big win.
7-2.
I got Houston being a top 3, maybe top 4 team in the AFC next year. Big on Houston.
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
We don't have any more Raiders fans on this channel anyway. We mock them horrendously.
I'm taking us at home against the Raiders, but I think this is a split.
It's a Thursday night as well. Sorry.
Damn split.
This is a split. I'm taking the us at home against the Raiders.
Okay. Long week after that Thursday night game, you will host the Kansas City Chiefs for the first matchup of the year. Chiefs in Mile High. How's that going? Right before the bye, by the way.
This is the split too. I think the Chiefs beat us at home. I like us beating them on the road.
Okay. You got the bye week? Sorry, go ahead.
Bye. No, just 8-3 going into the bye at this point. The hype is on. You could not stop me from thinking the Broncos going to win the Super Bowl. If we're 8-3 going into the bye week, it's like we're going to win the whole thing. If that's our record, then I'm saying I'd be pretty hyped if we were 8-3 going into the bye week.
Yeah, I guess to a starved person, like a shit sandwich looks pretty good too.
8-3, what? 8-3.
8-3.
That's like the best record in football.
I don't know if that's like if beating the teams you did and losing the teams you did, it's like we're going to Super Bowl, but I get it. I mean, I got to remember Bronco fans on the show.
Yeah, at this point we've lost to Cincinnati, Philly, and Kansas City.
Yeah.
You think Terrell? Never mind. Making me mad with these picks. We don't have any respect.
I mean, are those bad? I mean, those are bad losses. Like you think we're?
I think Cincinnati has more questions than they do answers, and we've answered most of our questions. I think it's a top. I think that's the real game. That's like I could see us flipping. We almost beat them last year. We have a worse defense last year, and
we're 9-2
last year.
We're 9-2 going into the bye.
But either way, Eagles for a loss, and then Kansas City. That's a tough because it's Kansas City.
I mean, who else do you see us lose? You don't see us losing to Tennessee, the Giants, the Cowboys.
You could lose to the Cowboys.
That Bengals one bothers me. I don't know why. Now I just want to kick their ass.
You could lose to the Cowboys. You can lose to the Texans for sure.
Yeah, I think we're 8-3. I think
we're 8-3. This is Terrell's schedule. Yeah. So after a bye week, you come back for Sunday Night Football. So an extra long bye week. You'll play Jaden Daniels in Washington.
Oh, this is a good game.
What a great game.
Broncos.
What a really good game.
Good
late
schedule.
November. This is good football.
This is good football coming out of the bye. We just came off a loss. We're coming in hot, 9-3. Close game. This one's going to come down. It's down to a field goal. It'll be a one-score game.
Von Miller revenge game. Von just signed with the
Von's 10th revenge game against
He's playing
next we got December 7th at Las Vegas to play the Raiders.
This will be a loss. I think the Raiders take this one at home. It'll be 9-4.
Interesting game here. The second week of December, home against the Packers. I feel like you don't play the Packers very often.
The only Packers highlights I have are the 98 Super Bowl.
Play them once every 4 years, but if this is like that, how they have 17 games, or that's a one-off team that you play.
Yeah. At
home against the Packers, the Packers struggle. The Packers struggle in the season. Also, Denver. This gets games in November. I'm going Denver, 10-4, right?
Damn.
10-4.
Yeah.
Denver.
Yeah. They're close. Are they number one seed at this point? Or?
We're close. We're vying. We're neck and neck.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Next game, stay at home and host the Jags.
Well, that's a win. Yeah. That's a win.
Damn. So no Travis Hunter come home. Travis Hunter's coming home. That's not going to do anything.
Oh, I mean the state, not like he didn't play in Denver.
I know, but he's got a lot of fans in the stands. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is he from Colorado?
I would love to see what he.
Guarantee he's not from Colorado.
Something like that.
No, he transferred. Yeah, he was a transfer over from Jackson State, whatever. Yeah.
That's an interesting one with the Jags. Yeah, I think they'll lose, but that'd be an interesting game. Who's their revenge game for? Evan Ingram, right?
Evan
Ingram revenge. Oh, here we go. Game over. Got it.
Evan Ingram revenge game. Yeah.
10 catches, 90 yards.
Christmas Day. December 25th, Christmas Day.
Yes.
A late December game in Arrowhead. Cold weather. Are you guys running the ball at this point? You better, because that's the only way you're beating the Chiefs on Christmas Day. What do you think?
This is a win. Both teams. Kansas City wins on the road. Denver wins at Kansas City. This is the game we should have won. We should have won last year. some BS. BS. What do you call it? Defensive illegal contact. Mahomes gets sacked. Mahomes gets sacked like immediately. You're gonna call like an illegal touch on PJ Locke, like 15 yards down the field. Plays over. That gives him a touchdown. It's going into the halftime. This is the game we should have won last year. I like us coming back and getting this one.
I tell you what, Christmas Day, if they beat the Chiefs on Christmas Day, you guys are feeling incredible.
It's great. We're 12-4 at this point.
12-4. You just beat the Chiefs. At this point, some Super Bowl buzz is popping for sure.
We were 12-4, and I think both teams are vying for still at this point in the season, vying for the number one division for the division championship. At this point.
And you're going to need to, because the next week is the last week of the game. It sounds like you need to play your players, and you'll close out at home against the Chargers.
Yep, and this one
tough.
Yeah, this will be a loss.
Yeah, it's tough playing hardball, but playing that late when they're probably at this point in this scenario, they're fighting for their lives.
I think we're 12. We end the season 12-5. I think the AFC that AFC is going to be still. I think even we're going to have 12 wins and still finish in the as a fourth or fifth seed.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, so who do you think finishes ahead of you?
I think Baltimore.
Bills have an easy schedule.
But yeah, Baltimore, Buffalo finish ahead of us. I think Cincinnati finished. I think Cincinnati and us still are neck and neck. It's going to be tough. Cincinnati can be also another 12-win team.
Yeah,
I think Baltimore can also finish out with 13 wins.
Yeah. So let's say you guys are 12-5. Things have obviously gotten right. Let's get your X factors. If things have gone right, who have been the X factors throughout the year? And let's keep Bo Nix out of this. Obviously, don't be a smart ass and say Sean Payton. Who are the X factors that the rest of the roster?
I would say RJ Harvey must have hit if we're 12-4. We have a weapon out of the backfield. That's what would need to happen. We lacked balance last year. So if we get balance this year with Harvey, I guess / Jacob Dobbins, but more Harvey. If we have Harvey going, then it's like we have a Sean doesn't have any workhorse backs, but we have close to a workhorse back, rookie running back who can sort of on paper can catch the ball out of the backfield, can run whatever. So that would have to go phenomenally right.
No,
Terrell, last thing, Terrell, X factor.
For Denver to win 12 games, it's the defense that has gotten us this game. It's a defense that's going to hold out.
Oh, I thought we were doing players. I would have picked the whole team.
No, I'm saying it's in the defense. So that's what I'm saying is player wise. I think Nick Benito makes a case. Nick Benito makes a case for a DPOY next year. He's going to go off. I'm saying Nick Benito is going to end up with somewhere around anywhere between 17 to 19 sacks.
I can't take you guys, man. I can't do it.
Benito's a good bastard. He had good numbers last year.
Nick Benito,
around him.
Nick Benito, I think he goes 17 to 19 with sacks, but that's with the secondary playing the way they are. It's going to be the defense that gets its 12 wins. Offense is not going to get its 12 wins.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there any buzz of like mid-season trades? Maybe something happens. Maybe a receiver comes over. I don't know
if
who.
Sean does that stuff.
Maybe Ayuk is looking healthy, so they're like, let's go get Ayuk. Doesn't seem like a Sean Payton guy, but
Sean's so prideful. He wants I want to make my guys work.
Yeah, I don't even think he's ever. I don't remember him ever doing that. Like even in New Orleans.
Yeah. Maybe if like a Tyreek Hill will flirt with it, but I don't think we'll ever.
Yeah, maybe a Tyreek. That'd be interesting.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Go somewhere to play the Chiefs twice a year. Maybe that works out for him.
But yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
If we have a wide receiver problems, there's a lot of veteran wideouts out there that would be available. That'd be sweet.
All right, guys, that's our episode for today. The Denver Broncos preview. That was a lot of fun, fellas. Thanks for joining us. We have them at 12-5, but still maybe just grabbing the 4th or 5th seed in a packed and competitive AFC. Should be a lot of fun. Join us September 4th for that kickoff show at Mother's Tacos in Ventura. That's a live stream, not a live recording, a live stream. That sucker's going to be just being blasted out across the world no matter what happens. It's going to be a live show. It should be a lot of fun. Good beer, good food. And obviously great.
Hang out with the boys.
And come hang out with the boys. Come say hi for sure.
Boy.
Yep. Other than that, that's all I got, boys. Have a good time. And we'll see you again with more previews. Bye.
Peace.